What it do? What it do? Welcome to the Point Blank Experience. Let me get ready to bring myself in here and do a last little fake mic check. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hey, I'm just messing with y'all. What is going on? Welcome to the Point Blank Experience. I am your host that sometimes does the most. It's your boy Rod, and it is an exciting day, man. I have another guest that we're bringing. We're bringing greatness back to these YouTube streets, man, and it is an honor because I have someone from a community that I'm not familiar with. Well, I wasn't familiar with the cruising community either. I went on one cruise, but tonight I have a gardener here, and I have one plant, and I almost destroyed it about a month ago. But thanks to the garden community, I was able to revive that joint. And man, it is an honor to have CiCi's Texas Garden in the house tonight. Hopefully, man, hopefully we got a lot of people that's going to show up. She hit some milestones yesterday. I'm going to be talking about that. We got Crafty Leo, Shelly Homestead, just asking for a friend, the Nichols, man. I'm reading backwards, man. And I know this chat about to be crazy. So let me put out a couple house rules before we get started. First and foremost, if you have a question for our guests, I used to try to do emoji. Like in this one, I say a tomato or some cabbage, but then people was having problems finding the emojis. Just like me, I said, all right, I do too. So just put any emoji. I don't care, a ship, a heart, a bubble. I don't care what you put. Just put a emoji before your question. I'm going to be going up and down the comments. Also, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, I do have a banner. Sometimes I run them, sometimes I don't. The banner is going to constantly be saying, hit like and subscribe. It's got CiCi's name in there, but if there is someone from the executive team that wants to drop a link, please do so as soon as we get started here and throughout the live stream. Also, hit that subscribe button, man. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. I know it says subscription, but this is not Jet. This is not Ebony. This is not something you have to pay for. It's free to subscribe, free to hit that little thumbs up, and free to tell somebody or share it out. You got a little arrow, but if you ain't did that by now, you don't want to leave because I got some questions for CC, and I've been all up in her business, y'all. And all I can say, man, without any further delay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring my guest up here. And oh yeah, let me one last thing. If I skip your comment, just type it again. Charge it to my heart. Don't charge it to nothing else. Just charge it to my heart. You can charge it to my credit card. It's probably going to decline. But seriously, y'all, if I skip your comment, just throw it back in there. Make sure there's an emoji there. Maybe change emojis. Put something that your boy can see because these glasses, man, these glasses ain't real. I just wear them to look cool. Anyway, without any further ado, let me get my sister, CiCi. You ready to come up? All right. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the woman of the hour. The woman of yesterday's hour. We'll get ready to talk about that as soon as I bring her on. CiCi's Texas Garden is in the house. What's up, my sister?
Hey,
how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Right?
I'm out of breath, girl. I might need to give me some vegetables, man. I might need me something about the garden. I mean, something healthy, So,
right.
I am so thankful that you're here. I told you backstage that it's always a hit or miss when I ask someone to do an interview. I have a 50-50 shot of them saying no. I had been wanting to interview you, but I wanted to wait for the right time, the right moment. And here we are, January 22nd. It's actually my oldest daughter's birthday today, so it's easy to remember this interview. And so do me a favor, CC, tell everybody about yourself. Now, I'm going to give you the big stage, but I'm going to be right here.
Okay. Hey, y'all. I am Cynthia from CiCi's Texas Garden, and I'm in Zone 8B, 9A, and I grow in-ground in containers in raised beds, and I do green stock outside and hydroponics indoors. So check out my channel, y'all.
Hey, you just started the first question. We barely going. Hey, y'all, please show love for CC. But how can I get these cool titles? Like I'm in zone 3 and I do up ground and in ground and under the ground and hydrofoil. How can I get? I gotta be in a zone. I mean, do you have to have a farm?
You are in a zone. All you have to do is the Google and just Google, they'll ask you what your zip code if you want to get it more close to where you're at. And then it'll give you your grow zone. You just put in what's your grow zone and it'll ask you either the city you're in or the zip code.
Well, because from now on, I'm just gonna start my YouTube videos. Hey, I'm Rod. I'm in zone 7. Everybody gonna be wondering what I'm
You're
talking.
like, and what do you grow?
I'm gonna tell them I got a snake plant, man. Do that qualify? That's all. And and his name is Luther. So,
Okay.
CC, I have to ask you, where are you originally from?
I am originally from Texas. Now my roots go back to Louisiana, but I was born and raised in Texas.
Okay, so your roots go back to Louisiana, but
Mhm.
you were born and raised in Texas, and you're currently in Texas. You don't have to
Yeah.
say the city. You know,
Yes.
we ain't trying to get
Houston,
nobody to.
y'all. Houston.
You in
ATL
Houston?
represent.
Well, I'm in
I'm
the
on the
Dallas area.
southeast side of Houston. And so yeah, I rep Houston.
Okay, okay. Now, when you say you from Louisiana,
Mhm.
was it like a couple of generations ago, or did you just up and say, "Hey, when I leave Louisiana, I'm going to Texas, and I'm gonna do the
My
boot
great
scoop dance"?
right. My great grandpa, my mom's grandpa, was in Louisiana, and when my grandma was 4 years old, they moved to Texas.
Man, I wish I knew that history by myself. I just know I love Arkansas, went to California, end up in Texas, and a bunch of places in between. I don't know how we got there. I really
Right.
don't. So
And
now let me make sure I got this right because I'm gonna ask you some questions about you, and just so you'll know, of course, you don't know any questions I'm gonna ask. We don't script this, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not going to ask you a whole bunch of garden questions and a whole bunch about you questions. I like to mix it up so we can keep you on your toes, me on my toes, and the viewers on their toes. Is that cool?
that's cool with me.
So let me make sure I got this right. You got the homesteaders, the gardeners, and the farmers. Is it any more people I need to? I ain't talking about the builders I'm just talking about that little. Do I got that part right?
They got 2A. Don't forget the 2A people. The
2A.
preppers. Oh yeah.
Hold up, let me get the first 3 down first, because now you about to try to see you try to make me flunk class. That's what's going on. You try to throw me off my game. So with the homesteaders, let me make sure I got this right. They grow stuff that you can eat, right?
And they have
And they
some
have. And now, hold on, CC, I don't need you to help me.
okay, go ahead.
They got some animals that you could like get nourishment from. Well, it might be milk, it might be eggs, it might be meat. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the gardeners just got vegetables or fruits and stuff they growing, right?
Mhm.
And then the farmers do the same thing as the gardeners, except they're on a bigger scale.
Or you can be in a smaller scale if you're selling your products. You can be considered a farmer.
Oh, okay. So how did I do? Did I get an A on the first
You
3?
did. You did good.
Yeah, man. I only had to memorize it. It took 2 days to get it down. I still So tell me about this 2A. What's the 2A stuff?
The Second Amendment.
Oh, so that means if you carry a what y'all be calling a pop
We
pop.
in Texas. In Texas
Oh,
now.
yeah, I have a license. I just don't want to say it on here. I ain't hypnotized. What am I worried about?
You can say 2A.
Well, okay, I'm at least 2A then.
Okay.
Because I got a license, but I ain't about to walk around with it. No.
Hey.
So CC, I gotta ask, in Texas, what was life for CC? What was life like for you growing up? Did you have any siblings? I don't care about the household and all that
Yes,
too.
yes, yes. Yes, I have a brother that is 6 years younger than me, and he actually live in the Denton area. He
Okay.
lives in Denton, and but yeah, it's just me and my brother. I grew up with a lot of cousins around, and really country living. You know,
Mm. When you
going.
say country living, like what you mean country living? Because I grew up in the country too, and I don't think I did all that was qualified to call. I didn't do everything.
What do you mean you ain't do?
My,
Okay,
my mama had me all sheltered and stuff, and
yes, that's how I was raised.
oh
But you
no,
know,
that ain't how I was supposed to be raised. I had no, no, no.
yeah. I mean, I was raised with. I mean, I was born in 76, so and and so hey, we was with our cousins, our family. We was on bikes. We was going everywhere, around town, and things like that. As long as we stayed together, we played tag football, tackle football, climbing trees, all those country things, running on rocks barefoot, you know.
See, I ain't do that. I ain't run on no rocks barefoot. I played the football and the touch of the tackle. I rode the bikes. But
Yeah,
I
drink
was,
that
I,
water
you know, used to
hose.
say back then, them country, the old folk, I was tender footed. They didn't
Oh,
say
goodness.
feet, you know, I was tender footed.
Yeah, tenderfoot.
Hey, I barely could step on the carpet because we ain't had that either. All we had one of them hard rugs, you know, that you get from the general store. So, hey,
You know, drinking out the water hose and things like that. Kids stayed outside all day. You don't come in unless you had to go to the bathroom, and you go right back outside.
now I tell you what, drinking out that water hose, there was an art to that because you had to be like one of the first two or three in line because by then, if especially during the spring and summer, because the water was gonna get hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now, man, when I first left Arkansas and went to California, I remember these young ladies say, I was just trying to be a gentleman. I said, hey, you need anything out of the store? I was taking Annihilators or
Yeah.
you know, a Twinkie or something. You know,
Mhm.
can you buy me some water? I said, buy you some water.
What?
No, I can't buy you no what water ain't free in California. I mean, it's a whole damn ocean over there. And yeah, that's a whole nother live stream, man. So you did all that. Did you ever, when you rode your bike, did you ever like your brake? You didn't have no brakes. You had to put your foot between that little back part in the tire and kind of burn your shoes up and stop.
I had breaks, but yeah, I had breaks.
You was one of them uppity country kids. You had brakes.
But I didn't have the brakes on the little handlebars and then, it's just to, kick your foot back, that kind of bike.
Okay. So now you did all that. Now, if y'all see me looking down, I got my notes here on my iPad too. And
welcome in, y'all. Welcome in.
yeah, welcome in, everybody. Hey, I suck at the comments. If you ain't never been here, I'm gonna get to them. I tell CiCi back, she had 100. Y'all, speaking of that, CiCi, hold up. You celebrated your 3-year anniversary on YouTube yesterday, correct?
Yes.
And last time I looked, you had 111 people in there.
Mm-hmm.
And you was mastering those comments. But more than that, you hit 5,000 subscribers on your 3-year anniversary.
Yes. Yeah.
How did that make you feel? I got to be the first one that asked you in an interview. I don't know about everybody else that know you, but how did that make you feel?
Elated. I was just like, it was a goal in the back of my mind that I had been wanting to hit the 5K, and I was like, it'd be great to hit it right on the 3-year anniversary, and it happened. And I'm so appreciative to all the people that supported me and came in and just showed me love.
Now, my question is, 3 years, 5,000 subscribers. Mm-hmm. You're talking about memberships. I don't even want to talk about that. You already announced it, so I'll let you announce that to your channel. Mm-hmm. Just know that there's memberships coming to CiCi's Texas Garden. What made you start a YouTube channel? I mean, you already got enough jobs out there. You got stuff I ain't never even heard of. We're gonna get into that in a minute. So, I mean, a YouTube channel on top of all that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, really, I started this YouTube channel because I was dealing with seasonal depression a couple years ago. I wasn't dealing with that before, but I moved home. Wasn't planned, but it just happened. And so I moved home about 3 years, well, finna be 4 years. And it seemed to rain and be gloomy for January and February time. It was just so sad and depressing. And it was already sad that I had to move back home because, you never want to have to move, if you have to come and help your like elderly parent. But my mom get around more than I do. She is constantly gone doing stuff. So, but under the circumstances, I had to move home. And I would get in this slump every time the new year, hit, of course, being a single lady. Mm-hmm. New Year's, no one to kiss and bring the new year in. So you're already starting with the sad feels. And then January and February, it was just rain and dreary. I was like, oh, and I was like, I got to get out of the slump, and I have been gardening before I moved, but it was more container gardening. And I was talking to my mom about it. I was like, every time it just these months really get me. And so she's like, well, have you thought about throwing some seeds outside, because the ground is fertile. My mom used to do some, gardening. Of course, I didn't pay attention to that stuff back then. I was like, okay, throwing some, and she's like, the ground is fertile. You need to throw something out there. Thinking, oh, but this would be wonderful. A time for me and my mom to kind of, mend fences and be out there in the garden together. That woman has not been in that garden since the 3 years. She's like, I did not say I was coming out there.
So she told you to throw the seeds out there and never went out, never went out there.
Never.
But you gotta, but in essence, like you talking about it now, you gotta thank her for making you throw those seeds out there, because now you 5,000 people, not to mention the people that have watched you and learned from you that didn't subscribe.
Right.
The views, the likes, and all that. So grandma really was doing some things. I'm telling you, they be knowing, man. She knew when she threw them seeds out there, you was gonna be a content creator. That's what she gonna tell you anyway.
Right.
Girl, I knew I was out there helping you when I threw them seeds.
Right.
So now thinking about that and your grandma and going back, I gotta ask a question. I ask this every interview. If you could meet one person, just one person, living, deceased, celebrity, actor, regular person, whoever, who would it be? Boy, I get them. This question get people every time. I ain't gonna ask it next time because they're gonna be ready next time. I ain't gonna even ask. Now, if you need to let that marinate like a slab of ribs, we can, and I'll ease back up
between two. It's really.
Well, see, I think people getting slick. Now, everybody been coming on here lately telling me, I got 2, I got 3, I got 5. Well, I'm going to let you have 2.
I just have 2.
Okay.
I just have 2, but I'll
you hit 5K yesterday, and it's your anniversary. I'm going to let you have 2. Just know that's the only reason.
Okay. I would say my first one would be Cicely Tyson.
Okay.
And my second one would be Morgan Freeman.
Cicely Tyson and Morgan Freeman. Well, you know what's coming next.
You wouldn't think that, would you?
No, I ain't got the same answer twice. I done heard Too Short. I heard all kind of stuff. At least it wasn't as bad as the, not bad, but it was the last 2 people I asked. Well, 2 out of the last 3 got emotional when they answered the questions. So Cicely Tyson, why? Morgan Freeman, why?
I think because I would love to know their history and just how, I feel like they overcame so many adversities and things, especially being in Hollywood or being in, the age they were to, I'm slightly a history kind of, interested in history, but not like I'm not going to go and dig and find stuff because I'm sure I could. But I would love to hear their story of their life.
Okay. So, Morgan, I'm going to have to start taking notes on, I said that last time, of what people say. Okay. Now, your biggest accomplishment in life, no matter how small it may be to someone else, what do you think your biggest accomplishment for you has been?
Let's see. Biggest accomplishment. Some years back, I would have said being a mom, being a good mom, that my kids love me and want to be around me. That would be a good compliment. But my biggest accomplishment is my own being able to face a lot of things in life and still come on top and still be able to uh, hold my head up.
I like that answer. I like that. I like that answer so much. I'm gonna just jump right on into the flip side of it. Because you said facing so many things, and I'm assuming challenges, adversity.
Mhm.
What would you say probably your toughest challenge outside of having children and any of that? What has been your toughest challenge in life?
Um, you know, my toughest challenge in life has been to really love myself.
Mm,
Mhm.
wow. Well, I'll tell you, sister, and I never know, like I said, everyone, we didn't script this, and I never know what a person is going to say. And I took probably about a year off YouTube, and I don't know what title I want to keep. I did some self reflection, I did some
Mhm.
getting to know Rod. It is amazing. You'll realize that you may not love yourself,
Mhm.
or you may not fully love yourself,
Right,
because I know a lot of the things I was doing, I couldn't have loved myself.
right.
It didn't go together. What I was doing and love didn't go together. So
Mhm.
shout out to you for that one, CC. Now let me ask you some questions. The reason that people came here, we getting all over here. Let's laugh a little bit. Let's laugh a little bit. So I ain't got to ask that because you said your grandma just threw some seeds out there and told you to go out there and grow something. So,
That was my mama.
oh, your mom. Now, what has been the most difficult thing since you? Now, I ain't talking about at the beginning. Like once you thought you knew what you were doing, and then you realized you did know what you were doing. What has been the toughest thing about gardening? I mean, it's got to be something because it don't look easy to me.
Well, the challenge for me was actually growing in ground, like because I've always, when I started gardening, I started in containers where pretty much you have control over the soil. You have the control of temperature. You have control, of the bugs that you don't want in your soil and all these things. But my challenge was to understand that I had to, even though if I grew this seed indoors and this beautiful plant is here, and then I go and take it out there to Mother Nature and put it in that ground that I do not know what's in there. I don't know what, you know, microorganisms, insects, bugs that are like, bring it out here. And so that was a challenge for me because I was used to being able to control everything with this plant. I'm controlling how much water it gets, how much food, keeping it safe. And I had to let it go, put it out there and say, okay, I trust that nature is going to do what it's supposed to, and it's going to take care of itself. That plant is going to learn to say, okay, I need to put this defense up, or I need to be strong enough to be able to handle this wind that come by, or it had to figure it out. I think it's kind of like with our children. You raise them, you shelter them, you try to grow them, you try to prepare them, but ultimately you have to send them out there and say, okay, you're going to have some adversities, you're going to have some things come at you. It's not going to be easy. Adulting, my adult kids tell me now, I was like, oh, this adulting stuff is not fun. I'm like, no, it's not.
Not at all when you start getting those bills. I think one of the realest songs is sung by back in the day. I wish I was a kid again. I'm not a kid anymore. Whatever that's,
Yes,
boy, that should be
yes.
my anthem. I
Back in
mean,
the days. Yeah.
yeah, it's so it's crazy in life how when you're a kid you wish you're grown, and when you're grown you wish you were a kid.
Right.
It's a trip. So that just listening at that and loving yourself and your accomplishments, it just, and I want to pull this comment back up, and I want to read this, and I'm going to read some more. I have them started. I'm going to go over some here in a second. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, everyone. It is a black subscribe button down below. Might be white, might be blue. I don't know. They may have changed colors today. But anyway, it's going to say subscribe. Hit that. Hit the notification bell. It is going to default to personalized. Make sure you select all so you don't miss out on future live streams or videos. Also, make sure you subscribe to CiCi's Texas Garden. After this is over, don't be leaving and coming back unless you got two devices. That's the only way you can do it. Yeah, that's just Raj rule. I'm just messing with y'all. But make sure you subscribe. But I want to read this comment. It says, "Oh, CC, you're a sweet person with a big heart. You're amazing. You keep shining." And I think that was in relation to that answer about your biggest thing was loving yourself. And to see people that did you know Chanel say 4 years ago?
Oh no, I just met her maybe say a couple months ago.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. This YouTube community, if done right, is so many connections and so many bonds that have been built. I know I can't count how many personal and professional relationships that I have from YouTube. And to have someone that you didn't even know 4 years ago saying all these great things about you, if they can see it, and I'm talking to myself right now, CC, if they can see the beauty in us, surely we can see the beauty in ourselves.
Right.
So all right, now we're getting off the mushy stuff now. Next time we get to mushy stuff, I got some stuff up. Matter of fact, speaking of mushy stuff, what is lion's mane? I mean, I ain't even want to watch the video. I just wanted to ask, what is it?
Oh my goodness. So lion's mane is mushroom.
Well, why don't they just call it mushroom?
Because there's so many different ones, So they have different names, and they taste different, Lion's mane, you would use that more if you want something to taste more like seafood, and say maybe you're allergic to seafood, right? Mm-hmm. This is the opportunities for you can have something that tastes like seafood and not have the reaction or the iodine from that. So lion's mane has that ability when you season it to taste just like some crab meat to me. And that's why I made crab cakes with it.
So it's a mushroom, and you season it, it changed flavors.
Yes.
I ain't messing with that. That's too complicated for Rod. I don't like make-believe stuff. If I'm looking at a chicken, I want to eat a piece of chicken. I want to eat a pork chop. I want to see
right. But if that pork chop gives you high blood pressure, or you have a certain medicine you take in that you can't eat certain foods, there's your substitute to it,
all right, I'm gonna keep that in mind, because every time I go get a checkup, they tell me something else, so I gotta keep. Now, you just mentioned something about iodine. Mm-hmm. I wish you'd have been in Arkansas when I was a kid, because I'm allergic to fish. But some kind of way, my family didn't hear the word iodine. It's just one word. But for up until I turned 48, I was on a lifelong mission to figure out what I was really allergic to. Okay. I'm serious. I just one day, I think, I was 47 or 48. I cracked some crab legs open, just bit into it. Well, I didn't crack. I just took one that saw that crack. Yeah. I was waiting to pass out or something. I didn't, so I could eat shrimp, but could eat catfish, perch, and buffalo, but I could eat tuna. I said, okay, I think I got to figure it out. If it's in a river, I can't eat it. If it's an ocean, I can't eat it. At the end of the day, it was just some iodine, CC. That's all it was.
So iodine in the fish?
Yep.
Really?
I'd rather you take one of them pew-pews people talk about in the comments and say, Rod, you got a 100-yard head start and I'm going to get you. If that's the choice to eat some fish, I'm going to take off running.
Wow.
It's that bad, man. Last time I tried.
You have an EpiPen for that?
No, I ain't going to eat no fish. I don't need no EpiPen. No.
But if some kind of way somebody, I guess you don't eat out at all.
Yeah, I eat out all the time. More than I cook, trust.
And you don't think that the fish doesn't get mixed at times with food?
Well, CC, that's why I say my blessing. Please bless the hands that prepared this food, and hopefully they had enough sense not to mix the chicken with this meat. The fish.
They didn't pick up the fish and be like, "Let me fix this chicken sandwich right quick."
Man, nah, I can't do that, man. I can't do that. Now you're going to have me get an EpiPen. I'm being here sleep.
I'm just saying. Well, the funny thing you said that is because my daughter is actually allergic to seafood. And I love seafood. But my daughter never ate seafood. She was just like, nah, I don't want nothing looking at me while I'm trying to eat them. She was not going for when we would eat crawfish and shrimp and all that, and she's like, just give me the potatoes and corn, And so her boyfriend took her to a crab boil because nobody knew she was allergic to it. Come to find out, she had to get rushed to the emergency room because her throat was closing up. And come to find out, she's allergic to it. I was like, what? I never gave it to him because they didn't want, she didn't ever want any. And so I didn't never know. She's 24 years old. She found out she's allergic to seafood.
See, I don't like the taste of it and the texture anyway. Even when I ate the crab, the crab leg. Then I tried some lobster, but I tried to cook that myself. That was a disaster.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, you see it on the pictures and stuff. It got the butter look all succulent. Mm-hmm. Mine, I needed one of them little Easter shovels, them Easter basket shovels just to get it out. But it was all stuck.
Oh my goodness! You overcooked it and.
Yeah, I had it on the grill. I didn't know the rule. I just thought you throw it on there and it would just go cook. I don't know, man. I was cooking like some ribs, so it didn't work out too good. So now, the question for me, I'm a finance guy. I have a whole channel, Invested with Rod. And I'm thinking and I'm wondering, can I save some money by growing some vegetables and fruits? Does gardening really save you money?
Definitely. Definitely saves you money.
Well, hold up now, CiCi, before you even answer the rest of that, because if you gotta get some dirt, well, because I don't know why, but there's a whole lot of dirt out there. But I see people going to get bags of dirt, so you gotta get some dirt. Then you gotta get some fertilizer, and thanks to you and your channel, I understand that there's coal manure and I guess some other temperature manure.
Hot manure.
Okay, I don't need that for nothing. I'm about to do it here right now. Okay. And then,
would you like me to explain that?
Please.
Okay. So the coal manure will be something like rabbit poop, goat poop, those things that can automatically, like if they came in your garden and decided to, go to the restroom, it won't burn your plants. Hot poop would be something like chicken manure. That will burn your plants. So that would be considered hot manure.
Oh. So it'll burn your plants.
Yes. Yeah, it's like putting the acid on your plants.
Well, I just realized I didn't know because my tiger plant, when I almost drowned it, and the dirt disappeared, but I found out there's some wood chips in there or something.
Your tiger plant?
I mean, snake plant, whatever it is. Sorry, Luther.
You're looking at the stripes.
Well, I can call him Luther. I don't be thinking about no snakes. What kind of plant you got? His name is Luther. I don't know what kind.
Right.
So, all right, now, boy, these interviews crack me up. So you will save some money. All right, I'm gonna have to look into that. Now, what's your favorite thing to grow?
Oh, you're narrowing down to one thing?
Well, no, three things. Okay, three things. Your favorite three things, because you're growing a lot of stuff over there.
Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm gonna say okra. I'm gonna say mustard greens and sweet potatoes.
Sweet potato, mustard green. What else?
Okra.
Okra. Okay. Now, I know you do because I watched your channel, but when you do eat meat,
Yes.
what is your meat of choice? Like with the okra and the mustard greens and the sweet potatoes and the cornbread and the pound cake. That's what all I'm gonna get. I don't know what you're gonna have, but that's what
I would say chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken is versatile. You can do a lot of stuff with it.
Yeah, yes. That's what somebody must have told my mama, because I don't ever want chicken again in my life. We had baked chicken, barbecue, smothered, grilled, fried.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now you recently went to California, and I moved to Texas from California. What area did you go to?
I was in LA. So my aunt is out there in Marina Del Rey.
Okay.
Area. So
Okay.
I went there to spend time with her and just see the sights and stuff.
Okay. So Marina Del Rey, and then you went to Venice Beach. I saw that.
Yes. Yeah, she's only like 10 minutes, 7 minutes from Venice Beach.
Then you went to Brentwood.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go by the crib? You know the crib that was in Brentwood.
I don't know. I don't know.
All I'm gonna say to give you a hint, because I don't know if it don't fit, you must have quit that house. Did you go by that
No, I did not.
house?
I did not. You know, the sad thing is, you know, uh, about the guy and his wife being, you know, unalived. I was there, not there. I was not there. I was in Brentwood. I guess around the same time the ambulance and stuff had went there, because it
Really?
was, yeah, that was the craziest thing, because my aunt was like, something must really happen, because
Oh yeah.
all these people and they Benzes and everything was getting out the car looking and stuff, and I was like, what is going on, yeah. And I had went to a farmer's market over there that
Yeah, I
same
saw
day.
that. And I was thinking, because I lived in San Diego and LA
Okay.
17 and a half years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I don't remember seeing no farmers market. Now, if I went up to Fresno, Central California, you saw a lot of farmland, a lot of gardening. Well, I guess farming. Now that I
Yeah.
know the proper terms. Are
Santa
they just
Monica. Santa Monica has one. Marina Del Rey has the one right down the road from my aunt. Brentwood does. It was so many of them. Yeah.
man?
Hmm.
So you was in LA during, man, I guess if we put us together, we might be able to write a book, because I was in LA during the Rodney King riots.
Oh wow. Okay.
I was in LA when Boys in the Hood was filmed. I don't know if that'll
Mhm.
give me any credit. Uh,
I like it.
and another movie, Minister Society. I mean, back
Right.
then I loved California. To be a country boy from Arkansas, and then you sit me smack dab in the middle of California. I was like
Mhm.
a walking comedy show. I didn't even know it. I remember the first time I tried to go out with some dude with some snakeskin cowboy boots, man. They were like, "No, you ain't going with us, man." I said, "What?" But
Right.
so, would you ever live in California?
Huh. I mean, first of all, it's expensive with everything. I don't know. No, I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, I like where I'm at in Texas because it's no mountains. I'm
Mhm.
not a mountain girl. I like when I can look as far as the eye can see. And you can't do that in California. Like it's mountain here, mountain there, mountain everywhere. And I'm just like, ah. And I don't want the earth like swallow me up. Earthquakes kind of freak me out. I'm like, how you just be, and then things start shaking. It's like,
See, let me be the one to tell you, I'd have been in every natural disaster except a hurricane. Well, I was in some in the ocean, but they call them tsunamis.
uh-huh.
I'm here
Oh,
to tell you, I was in 3 or 4 earthquakes and didn't even know it.
same.
I mean, I just thought somebody slammed the door because the window shook a little bit. It'd be over before you know it. Now,
We
you
get
can
a
tell me,
hurricane before earthquake.
okay, but you live in a state where you just chill, then it get real quiet, then you hear a choo-choo train, but it ain't really one of these. Something just drop out of the sky and start tearing up stuff.
Well, that is a tornado, and no, I don't like them. That's why I don't live in Oklahoma.
Hey, they got tornadoes up there.
Tornado Alley. That is what the area is called.
Yeah, I know, man. That's why I need to get out of Texas, man. I don't know where I'm going. There's something everywhere. You can't get away from it. So I don't know where. And I ain't going out of space, so that ain't an option. I'm gonna have to, I guess, well, the
No,
hurricane the best, cause at least they give you a warning. I don't understand the people
right.
telling me,
You got days to prepare.
come help me out of, yeah. No, I ain't come help you. We told you 7 days ago this was
Right.
coming.
You
You
better
just
hunker down.
so you kind of answered my question, but let's just say ain't no where you live now. Ain't no Texas, ain't no whole state. Where would you live if you wasn't in the state of Texas? And
Well,
it can't be the country. It can't be the country, can't be the country. You done retired from gardening. You done grow all the okra and the sweet
right,
potatoes and
right.
the other stuff.
Well, I haven't had a lot of experience traveling. I have been hitting some places. I plan on going to 2 new places I haven't been this year for the first time. Uh, but I really enjoyed Maryland.
Mm.
I went to Maryland and I really liked it, the feel of it. Now, right now, I would not want to be in Maryland with all the cold and all that stuff. I went when it was really nice during the nice time. But yeah, I went back in August. So it was nice in Maryland. Now they got all kind of coldness and everything. I wouldn't be there now. I don't want to go nowhere where it's cold. I can't do the cold. So
Okay. So now we're gonna leave the United States. Is there anywhere you want to travel to? I'm not gonna say live. I'm not gonna even put you on the spot with that. But is there any place you would like to travel to that you've never been to, and you just like to go there for say 4 days to 7 days?
mm, well, I have a friend that she lives in Portugal.
Mm.
And I eventually going to make my, she was like, your room is here whenever you decide to get your passport and come. So my plans is when I do get my passport, I am going to make me a trip to Portugal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Portugal. Now I'm gonna tell you, they don't speak that regular. I had a in my other house, I had a housekeeper, and I thought she was Hispanic. Well, she was from Portugal, so I'm in there getting my Espanol on, right? You know, que
Uh-huh.
paso and buenos dias and all that. And she was just looking at me smiling. I'm like, man, what's wrong with her? And then she finally told me after like 2 visits that she didn't speak Spanish. I'm like, oh,
Portuguese.
embarrassed. Boy, I was embarrassed. Now, hey, going back to garden, what is this top dressing? Because I mean, y'all got so. First and foremost, let me say this: the garden community is amazing, man. I've been going to your channel, Tampa's, Jigs, and these are just the channels. I went to Chaz, just asking for a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, hand, life is hands, and I
Mm-hmm.
still got to make my rounds. But the community seems to be extremely tight.
Yes.
It just it
It
I
is.
just love that, but I'm sorry. So all these terms and stuff, I mean,
Mhm.
no, it's like a whole different language.
It is.
Top dressing, and then loofah. Somebody like when I say loofah, I think about big loofah or little loofah, loofah paper. So
Right. That
I
would
don't
be
know what the heck they talk
that would
about
be
loofah.
Luther.
Maybe it's loofah. I don't know. It had 2 F's. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it is loofah. I grew loofah this year.
Okay, so what is it? They say you love growing it. What is that?
Yes, yes. Well, I got this little loofah plant, I would say equivalent to the little sharper horror.
Hold up, the Shaka horror.
You remember a little sharper horror
What was that
back in
about?
back in the day? You remember, Feed Me Seymour? You don't
Who
remember?
was these people? These
Come on now,
cartoons?
come on. But
These
anyway,
Yeah, I'm gonna write
anyway,
down loofah because I gotta look that up.
yeah, loofah. Okay, so it is a vining plant that you can eat it when it's at a young tender age. It's small, young tender, like a small cucumber, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as it gets bigger, it gets more fibrous, gets tons of seeds, like 200 something plus seeds, and that is what you bathe with. So have you ever used a loofah sponge?
Yeah, I heard of them. That's made out of the loofah plant.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming once it get old, because you say you got to eat it when it's young.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, I'm learning, man. I'm picking this up. Y'all, I'm gonna be there one day. I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm ever put this to work, but I'm gonna know it. So you mean well, it's kind of like everything else, because you say you get a strawberry
Mm-hmm.
or orange, if it gets too smushy and start wrinkling up, you know it's not any good. So is that how do you look at this loofah plant and know that it's young? How am I know the age of a plant? I don't even know how old this plant out of here. I mean, I don't even know what it
It's
is.
when it's about the size of a cigar, about the width of like a cigar or something like that. A little small cucumber. It's thin, like a wiener. Or I'm trying to say something that's small.
Well, no.
What else?
So
What
well,
else?
he's good with cigar. And then you took a left turn at the red light with the window.
Hey, I didn't know if you know.
I don't care. I mean, that's their mind. If I'm thinking of a hot dog, I don't know what everybody else
Well,
thinks.
okay, a hot dog. Yeah, like something like that.
Okay, all right.
I know they was
So,
gonna pause me. I
so it's
knew.
got
I was trying to
the right name, like Little Loofah and Big Loofah, and then it's like a little winner. Okay.
I know there's like pause, CC. I was trying.
Hey man, you the one said it. I'm over here trying to figure it out, man. You over here.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button while we at it. And it's a lot of coming. Let me see if that's right. Say that CC not living where my house is going to swallow me up. Who is it? No, I told y'all these glasses really, but they really do. They work better than my eyes. All right,
Four Seasons Garden. She is one.
Oh man, well I'm glad you here because I was about to read that.
Yeah, Four Seasons Garden is Jackie. She's in our Garden Gals chat that we have on Sundays.
Jackie, what zone you in? I'm trying to see if you certified or not. I'm in zone 7. I really don't know if I am or not. I just created 7. I claimed it. Let me know what zone you in because I'm gonna start asking people that. Hey, what zone you in when I go to Kroger? So. You started this YouTube channel. Has there been any, and I'm not saying no favorites and nothing like that, but going back, and I know you've done several videos, you've been around 3 years. Is there anyone that stick out as far as who helped you along your way on your YouTube journey?
And she said 7A is where she's at.
Oh, you got to have a letter too?
Yes. Yeah. Because mine is zone 8B, 9A.
I ain't gonna never get this, y'all. I ain't gonna never get it.
I used to be just 9A, and then it changed.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Well, you trying to avoid that question, but who helped you out though?
Trying to give myself time to think.
I was going to think. I asked you something else.
No. I'm good. Not so much like. I'm not gonna say that. I want to say Miss Shirley, OG Gardner, welcomed me into the garden community. She was one of the first to welcome me in. She does her channel on Thursdays as well, and she just welcomed me into the garden community. And she was like, "Oh, I haven't heard of CiCi's Texas Garden before. Welcome into the chat. You know, we're friendly here. We're a garden community." Just really, really welcoming. And a person that's new to the, coming into the garden community and being welcomed. And, when I would come in, she would say, "Oh, CiCi, I watched your video of this and that." And I was like, wow, this lady that really doesn't know me yet is taking the time out to see what I'm doing in my garden and announcing it to the people that's in the chat. So I really want to give a shout out to Miss Shirley for doing that for me.
Hey, she stole my thunder. I don't know what that meant, but please refrain from any type of negativity during the interview or the live stream, please. All right, so her name was OG, so that's cool with me. What's the name? My name POGBT. No, that's too many.
Goodness.
I don't even like the sound of that. Strike that from the record. So it's amazing that you remember, and now getting away from as far as helping you on YouTube. Have there been a lot of people that reach out to you and say, "Hey, you helped me with my garden. I didn't think I could do this, and now I can." Has that happened for you?
It has. I have had people in my comments say things, and people to actually email me and say, because some don't have a comment, and they say, "Hey, I'm maybe housebound and I can't get out to my garden like I used to, and I lived through seeing you out in your garden, and I remember the days when I could be." And those kind of stories like that inspire me on the days where I'm just like, I do not feel like going out there, because we have our times where it's just like, it's a lot of work to do out there. But when you know that it's people that wish they could do what I do. And being out there, it motivates you. It makes you appreciate the time that you get to do that, you know. So, but yes, I've received many emails of that.
I tell you, as a content creator or YouTuber, whatever I want to call it, that's probably the biggest gift I've received since being on YouTube, and I've been blessed as far as revenue
Mhm.
and sponsorships and all that stuff
Mhm.
and collaboration. But the collaborations I've done with content creators has
Mhm.
been phenomenal. But when I receive texts and emails, or people take the time, if they're a member on Patreon and they take the time to send me a DM on Instagram, or um, it's no better feeling, you
Right.
know. And where I deal with credit and helping people get a better credit score on points blank travel and how to travel for free, and then I teach them how to invest their money. I can't think about even growing the slightest thing that may bear fruit. So this is a challenge for me, and I can't wait to when I finally do it to go back and say the names of the people that motivated me. Like you tired, Cece?
No, no, no. I had to cough, so I muted.
I thought you was young. I was like,
No,
oh, I'm
I
gonna
had to
some
cough.
tough questions. Then let me shift gear and turn this heat up a little bit. We are at 52 minutes though, but so I got a few more questions. I don't want to keep you on here too long. Now, speaking of keep you on here too long, I saw you did a video today of preparing for this 1 day of snow we about to get. At least that's what my weather app said. Do I got the wrong app or something? Oh, that's why all them people been at the grocery store the last couple of days. I'm serious. Man, I went in there to get some tamales today. They said it was a pack of tamales. And I was in line, man, halfway down to the donuts by the meat section.
Uh-huh.
So how long? How long is supposed to last, CC?
This it's supposed to last till Tuesday. From the weekend starting Saturday to Tuesday. But this is the thing. There is another cold front coming behind that they're not talking about. But I
How'd
watch
you find out about it?
because I watch a channel that he's a YouTuber, but he
Uh-huh.
used to do meteorology as well. Um, and he's able to say that on his channel because he doesn't have these network of people, saying if you get this news wrong or this weather wrong, people are gonna come at you. And his channel, he's like, look, this is what's coming after then, but nobody's talking about it. So that is saying until February 2nd. So we're looking at what? At least 2 weeks.
Man, I have a doctor's appointment February 2nd. I've been trying to schedule since September. I'm going. I don't care what's going on out there. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
So,
get in
you
my car. We just going. I'm like, oh man. Okay. So I got some bomb info there. Mine said it was gonna snow Sunday. It get out of 15 degrees and be 40 some degrees in Dallas the next day on Monday. Oh man, I ain't ready, y'all. I ain't ready. I think I got about 4 packs of ramen noodles. I get 1 pack a day during this free.
now, as for y'all highways and things, how is it with ice?
We get a lot of ice, a lot of black ice, but they had those little salt trucks or whatever they call them. But uh, the last time I drove in the ice snow, it was more ice. I was going to work and it was an incline you would never even think was there, like on a regular normal day. I never saw it. And I had a convertible Lexus at the time. I couldn't get up this little hill to turn to go to work, so I had to. But the next lane going straight was not as elevated, I guess. Man, I saw so many crashes,
Mm-hmm.
and people don't respect it.
No.
And you also, I don't know about where you are down by Houston, but in the northern Texas, by Dallas, you have a lot of people from California that are moving here,
Mm-hmm. We do
which
too.
adds to the problem, you know. So, but to answer your question, they put stuff out there, but it don't seem to be working. Oh, what is my letter? I don't know what my real letter is. 4 seasons. I just said 7, but I'm in Dallas. Can somebody look that up and tell me what number I am? And then and I ain't gonna give you my zip code. Just make up any zip code. It's got to be the same. And then then let me know if I'm 7F or 7G. Do they go there high?
No, it's
Oh,
just A or B.
oh. Well, I don't like A. I'm gonna be 7B. But I mean B, whatever number y'all come up with. Zone 6 for Montreal. Oh, okay. So you're zone 6. All right, here, let me get back on here. Okay. Now, when it comes to YouTube, 5,000 subscribers, you're about to start memberships. Do you look at it as a hobby or a business?
Business.
I like that. Okay, I knew it was the reason I asked you to come on here. So, views or subscribers?
Views.
Why?
Because that's what's counting. Subscribers, you just have a better chance on your views.
Okay. Now I'm gonna break that down because I agree with CC just for the people in the back and the front. But I'm gonna break that down for the content creators that are in here or people that are thinking about content creating.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribers, they are important to me, to Rod. Once I get to 1,000, I'm not as concerned about subscribers because I watched about 1,000 YouTube videos and never subscribed to anyone.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's part one. Views. Once you become a certain level, and I'm watching how I say this, once you get to a certain level, you're going to receive stuff via views.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to take it a step farther. I want everybody to think about this. I hear people say views. I hear people say, and I have a whole, I just started, I was supposed to do one this week, so I'll do it between Friday and Sunday. Your YouTube journey that I'm doing on this channel. Mm-hmm. A lot of people say views, and that's cool, but I'm going to take it a step further and say retention. Because depending on where your ads are placed in your videos or your lives, mm-hmm. a person can watch 150 times. I'm going to keep it even, 100 times. Mm-hmm. And your first ad is at 3 minutes, and they watch it up to 2 minutes, and it's showing you 100 views, and you ain't made a penny because they didn't get to that first ad, or you made some of the money because you may have got that initial ad at the beginning of the video.
Right.
So think of retention when you're doing your content. Think of how can I keep my audience captivated. You may get lucky.
I'm glad you said that because that's why I really love fans.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Fans. Oh, that other thing that
not the fans that blow the air.
Okay.
Fans are ones that watch whatever that content creator posts.
Mm-hmm.
Not, the ones that come in and, well, if she's doing gardening, that's what I'm watching, and I don't want to see when she go, on her trips, or I don't want to see that. I just want to see when she's in garden doing this. But a fan, a fanatic, however you want to say it, is a person that if I wanted to just sit there and talk on the screen and never go to my garden, that they are going to be there and they're going to watch that video. Those are the ride or die type of people that I like to be on my channel.
And I totally agree. And I think one thing that I'm starting to see in different niches, regardless of which niche I go, if I go to a place long enough, I'm starting to see the ratio. When you think of ratio, mm-hmm. content creators to viewers.
Yeah.
I probably see 85% content creators and maybe 15% viewers. Mm-hmm. And now my mentality since being on YouTube, I could upset a viewer, but what if I don't even know I upset a content creator? What if I get more subscribers or I'm becoming more popular then? But all I have is content creators. Mm-hmm. I didn't diversify. Mm-hmm. So, but I wanted to ask that question, and I thought about it because I always used to say views, but then as I study this, and I study this to a science, it's not just views, but it's duration. And I saw your favorite couple in here, and my homeboy Shelton is almost a borderline genius of this stuff. Duration. He really got me in that mindset. So I don't want to beat that up. Just for the content creators, when you're doing your video, if you get people to watch 60% of your video, you're doing great.
Right.
And now I got a question, CC. Do you typically post your videos at a certain time, or whenever you're done, you just drop them?
Yeah. I post my video at 6:30 a.m. That is Central Standard Time, would be 7:30 a.m. Eastern.
Mhm.
And that's due to my analytics. I study my analytics and find out when do the people that watch my channel, when is the best time that they watch it, when are they on. That is a good thing to do. I know it can seem confusing, but that's where you kind of get the knowledge of, okay, these people come on at this time. For me, I catch a lot of commuters. I catch a lot of people. They're at work, but they haven't started work,
Mhm.
or are they driving into work? Then they can listen to it. They might not can't watch the video, but they're hearing me. They're listening. So it's running. um if people have a certain time where, hey, I click you on while I'm cooking breakfast,
Mhm.
so I know that it's playing. A lot of times people watch it on the big screen, which is fine with me. It's still giving me the view. So yeah, your analytics really help.
And I love it because what I heard there was a plan. You have a strategy. I'm doing, and I knew it was going to go one or two ways. That's okay. She said 6:30 a.m. So she's probably doing it for the gardeners, the people that are up early doing their stuff for homesteading, gardening, farming, whatever the case may be. And then I thought about the commuters.
Hmm.
And that is ingenious because if you're commuting, you're stuck. And what do people do? They pick up their phone. I mean, it's just almost natural now. You just pick up your phone and press
Yep.
YouTube. You don't even try. You can move the whole app and you go, your finger go find it. So,
Right.
uh, like with me, I won't post before 5 p.m. If you see me post before 5 p.m., it's because I should have posted it yesterday
Mm.
and I'm doing it today. Reason being, how many times are people at work and they want to see CC, they want to see Rod, they want to see the Just Asking or the Farmer Chaz or the Nichols and whoever else is in here,
Mhm.
all these content creators, they want to see it, but then the supervisor walk by, they got to hide the phone or they get a call because something going on and they forget to go back to your video.
Mhm.
They don't do it on purpose. They just forget to go back because all kind of stuff that happen between when they hit pause and when they can go back to hit play. So
Right.
after 5, I'm hoping a person's at home eating some loofah and all the garden stuff, and they got time to sit up and at least give me an opportunity to keep them engaged for 8 or 9 minutes, or me bore them and at least keep them engaged for 4 or 5 minutes. But that's why I crack a lot of jokes, man. Because I tried it, man. When you CiCi, imagine talking about credit and keeping people's attention,
Yeah.
or saving money and keeping people's attention.
Well, the thing is, even with gardening, a person can feel the passion that a person have for something. If you have a passion about talking about credit and how it changed things in your life and things like that, then people are going to be interested. You're going to draw them in from the passion that you have for that. I have a passion with gardening. Regardless, if I picked up this camera and it had one person that watched every one of my videos and it was just that one person, I'm going to have that same passion in my garden for that one person than if it's 5,000 people, because my passion is growing things. So,
You know, I'm gonna tell another secret, and then we're gonna get back to these questions because if you ever hear me put million at the end of a number when I say how many people are in my life, I'm not probably not too happy with myself, with what I'm doing, not the people. But
mhm,
if you hear me say I got 4 million people in there, it's probably four. And I
right.
really had a hard time with that. And I'm just probably in the last year getting used to, because I compare a point blank experience to point blank travel.
Hmm. That's
And
two
it didn't happen. It
different.
didn't happen.
Yeah. Hmm.
And for the smaller content creators, I don't know if it happened to CC. I actually made more revenue when I was a smaller content creator than I do now.
Hmm.
And I think it was because two things: I was hungrier and I didn't know everything.
Yeah.
Once you think you know everything, you start messing up. It works so well, we quit doing it because we think we know everything.
Right. Right. Get back to the basics of it. I mean, that's the same thing with gardening. Sometimes we get so complex and I got to have this formula to this fertilizer to this and that. Get back to the basics of how you started growing, you know, because those plants are going to grow with the basic necessities. It just needs water, it needs the soil, it needs the sun.
Hey, real quick, hey, she totally stole my thunder. Hey, I apologize, man. I get a lot of what do you call those trolls that came in here, and I mean that's why I kind of said it and didn't just immediately take action on it. So I owe you a sincere apology, and thank you, Keisha, for putting. It. I saw someone else had said that as well. So thank you, and I'm man enough to say, hey, if I was wrong, I will apologize in a heartbeat, and it's heartfelt. So sorry about that. I see so many people coming here not only disrespect different races, different genders, different sexualities. So, and I'm just not with any of that. I just believe people are who they are, and let them be who they are. So I apologize about that. All right, so you did something not long ago that I thought was pretty cool, but I want to hear more about it, and maybe someone else does too. You did a huge harvest for the elderly. What was that about?
Mm-hmm. So my mom is for the seniors, so it's 55 and up, and they meet once a month and have a luncheon. So they'll talk about whatever subject it is. It's at my mom's church, and they bring their potluck and to spend time with each other. And I try to, if I have enough harvest, to be able to send. It's maybe 15 to 20 people there at times, and I tried to send some of my harvest with my mom to give to them, because a lot of times they're on a fixed income. A lot of times the grandkids or kids don't come and visit them, and so they're not going to tell you that they're down to their last of food, or when the last time. I mean, if you looked in the grocery store, how expensive fresh vegetables and food is. So if I can provide to give them that feeling of how it was when they were back maybe doing their own garden and tasting fresh greens, it is so different than the store. It does not compare. The store cannot compare to fresh from the ground food than what they pasteurize and spray down and all that in the stores. There's a difference. So that's my way of just giving back to them and just saying, thank you. I appreciate you.
I love that, because with elderly people, I think a lot of times you can give them something so simple, because a lot of them think they're forgotten about, or people don't care, or nobody's thinking about them, or everything and everyone is moving so fast around them that they just feel like they're left out. So when people do things like harvest for the elderly and things like that, it just means the world to them. So shout out to you for that. I really appreciate it. And for all the people that care, probably nobody, my new title is Points Blank Experience Zone 8B. All right. So when y'all hear me say that, don't think I'm tripping over here. I'm an 8B, and I want to thank Four Seasons for pulling that up.
Yes.
And now, just asking you share receipt. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Right.
All right. So now, here's where I was asking about the money. You got these seeds. You got dwarf seeds and micro seeds.
Yes.
And then do you have regular seeds too?
Yes.
So what's the difference?
Micro dwarfs and dwarf seeds are ones that can be in your hydroponics or in a small container. So say you got a little small patio, or you have a little, say you don't have a patio and you just have a big window that you can put your plant in. A dwarf or micro dwarf can fit in a small pot. So, it doesn't take up as much space, but it doesn't mean it doesn't give you a lot of fruit or, vegetable from it. It just means it takes up less space. So dwarfs and micro dwarfs are good. A lot of people use them with hydroponics so that they can leave them in their hydroponics and harvest from that way.
CC, you know what's about to happen, because I was doing good. Then you brought up something else. Now we got to talk about a hydroponic. What is that?
I think you would love hydroponics.
Well, why would I love it? Is it going to grow it and I ain't got to do nothing? Just go out there and tell everybody I grew some oranges?
Pretty much. Yes, yes, yes.
I got I got to write. Get my notebook. I got to write hydroponics.
Hydroponics.
So hydroponics equal
Let me
cheap.
know in the chat, y'all. Tell them hydroponics is the way to go. It definitely is, and I'm so happy. There's so many more people have came on board with hydroponics. It doesn't take up much space. You can be able to plant your seeds in those little bitty pods, and you have food growing on your counter. You know, your fresh lettuce, your tomatoes. You can grow cucumbers in there. You can grow all different types of fruit, vegetables, peppers on your counter, on your countertop. It has an automatic, or it'll cut off at a certain time. All you gotta do is make sure that it's water. It'll let you know when you need some water, in there. It's usually it's a see-through area, or it has a little weight in there to show you when the water level is low. AB solution, what comes with your unit. You just feed your plant every 10 to 14 days and harvest your food.
How much one of these hydroponic? I mean, not how much, but are they sound expensive?
No, they don't have to be expensive. They got marketplace. You can look on different sites to see. They range from like $30, which is what, 2 meals at a fast food joint or whatever.
Right.
And 30 to up. It depends on how much you want to spend on that. There's also we're not gonna go all into that, but it's also a cracky method to growing. It's hydroponics without having you know how in a fish tank they have the little pumps that pump the water. So that's what hydroponic do. It pumps air into the water, so it's circulating around. But the cracky method, it doesn't have a pump. So any container with a covered lid that keeps the sunlight or light from getting in, and you put your plant in a little basket. They have a little basket, you can order them online. It's like $10 for a whole thing of them. Put your little plant in there in the little growing medium, and you can grow a plant. You can grow food.
Well, CiCi, I'm telling you what this sounds like now. Cause I'm one of them type of dude that I gotta put this with something else. I know a little bit about a whole lot of stuff, but I don't know a lot. Mm-hmm. But this sounds like a dude that moved from California to Texas, bought some cowboy boots, calling himself a cowboy, but ain't never been on a horse. The farmers ain't gonna let me do this and really say, would they'll be cool with this?
Mm-hmm.
So
hey, the whole point, we want you to grow something.
So you mean like my grandfather talk about being on the back of a plow with a mule, getting some okra or something?
Yeah.
He would respect me growing some okra on my counter.
I mean, if you grandpa respect, if you're looking for, he'd probably say, well, that's interesting, Rob. That's an interesting way to grow.
Yeah, that means you ain't done nothing, Rob.
No, that don't mean that. I mean, just think about, we came in the era, there was no internet. We grew up in the era of no internet, right?
Yeah.
But don't we use the internet about every day of our life?
Yeah.
Because what? It improved our life. We're able to talk with each other in 2 different places, 2 different cities. We're able to see people that are in different countries. The internet changed things, instead of horse and buggy trying to get to another state, we can see each other now. So it just improves life. It doesn't mean it changed for the worse.
See, that reminds me of me losing my first job to technology. Because I used to be, and I'm sure a lot of other people, I used to be a remote control in my earlier life, like when I was.
I did too.
Yeah, most of us in here probably did.
I was an antenna holder and the fall crinkler.
Yeah, well, you must have been good because you had to be special to be the fall crinkler. But I don't understand how we only had the TV went up to 13 channels, only 3 of them worked, and you can't decide out of 3 channels which one you want to stay on. Boy, imagine right now with all this BET
Huh.
and Prime Plus and I can't leave out Tubi.
Right. You gotta keep Tubi in.
And I gotta get up every man, a kid. I tell you one thing, we wouldn't have to worry about McDonald's and talking about, the kids that need to do excuse me. The kids that need to do more exercise. I'm sorry, man. I shouldn't have been talking about the kids, man. But anyway, I'm sorry, man. I got thrown off right there. Let me get to the next questions. So, boy, Lord, have mercy, man. I almost choked. I ain't talking about no more kids. Now, y'all got this thing in the garden community, and I don't even have a P.O. box. See, that's another expense. Y'all be doing these seed exchanges, and, I got some mail seeds or seeds in the mail. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Now, there ain't nobody ever sent me a credit card. Ain't nobody say, hey, I go to my mailbox, I got a free trip.
Right.
Or, hey, Rod, go put this in your stock account for investment with Rod. Y'all be exchanging seeds. So, yes. How often do you get these little packages? You get them every week?
I mean, I can. I also do product reviews. So if I'm not getting from people, I'm getting them for companies.
Okay. Let me make sure I ain't left out nothing. Now, you took this on a whole nother level right here. I guess maybe you grew this too. Did you grow the tea leaves for tea week?
I grew the herbs for when I did my tea week. Yeah, I grew the herbs.
See, I stopped. I used to. Sometimes I'll watch the video before interview, but I like to be surprised. Now I think I'm gonna stick with this method. So, did I see like some bubblegum basil or something like that?
Yes, the chocolate bubblegum basil.
I was wondering. So. How'd you do that? I mean,
well, that was the type of basil it was. It's called chocolate bubblegum basil. Chocolate bubblegum something basil. But the funny thing is it has hints of like a chocolate. You can taste kind of a chocolate, but when you smell it, it smells like bubblegum. But it's a basil, so you can use it in different dishes or whatever. But I made a tea with it.
So one thing I'm getting, CC, eating with you is like a mystery, cause it's like a content, cause you eat some loofah, and then no, that wasn't loofah, that was lion's mane. That it tastes like seafood or whatever season you put. It replicates it, and now with this bubblegum, it smells like bubblegum, but it tastes like tea.
It smells like bubblegum, tastes like hints of chocolate, and I made a tea out of it. Yeah.
Hey, ain't nobody watching. I think they all left. So I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I would do if I was you. This is a good remedy for some kids. Cause they'll smell the bubblegum, be sick, and we give them some non-caffeinated tea.
Yes.
It can clear up congestion.
Thank you.
Look. You gonna give me some of the money though? I just want like 50%. No, no. So you doing all the work. I take 25%. So I'm writing that down. What was it called? Bubblegum basil, man. Y'all gonna see my face on the old bubblegum rod at it again. Nah, I ain't gonna write that. But seriously though, I guess I'm just a money guy because I'm always thinking, how can I make $1 out of 15 cents?
Right.
All right, man. Now let me see. What was I? Now, man, this cracked me up. I was gonna say this for last. I don't know what happened, but I just saw one of the titles of your video said you fix your tree with some duct tape.
Did
it?
I sure did.
Yeah, I think I'm catching the cold. I need some of that bubblegum basil right now.
I sure did.
It continued to grow?
It continued to grow.
What kind of tree was this?
This was a Jamaican sorrel tree.
Jamaican. This, I mean, and I'm being super serious right now. I mean, I know there are just degrees in like agriculture and all that, and now I see why. I mean, it's a lot to this. And, going to the different videos and the lives, I already had a the utmost respect, just listening and learning. Like everybody thought I was joking that night. I was on there. James was talking about these bees. I don't like bees or wasps, but this dude got me curious about. But then when he told me I had to have 3,000 bees to make a jar of honey, that ain't happening. I mean, I got to have a whole yard full of bees. But it's a lot to this, man. Now, are your daughters, do they garden too? Like their own? You do ever see them having their own garden later on because what they saw mom do?
Well, my oldest back in November, because she loves coming to her mom's garden and my grandbabies and harvesting. They love eating fresh from the garden. And she's like, oh, mom, this is so good. They just go around, her and my grandbaby, just ripping things and eating it. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. I need to video that before I go. But I started her in November with her own hydroponics. She's like, because she don't want to do the bugs and all that, right? So I'm like, okay, there's another way to grow. Hydroponics indoors. It's set on her kitchen counter. I said, okay, here's some lettuce seeds. Y'all love salads. Let me give you some lettuce seeds. I had her to drop the seeds in there. The lettuce have grew up. And now this was back in November. I asked her a week ago. I said, I've never heard anything about the lettuce. I mean, is it surviving? Is it whatever? She said, oh yeah, mom, we eat salads all the time. I said, well, you didn't say anything. She's like, yeah, we do. We make salads and yeah. And so she does that. Now she wants to eventually get her own land and property. And I cannot wait because I want her. First of all, my grandbaby, she loves all things bugs and critters. And I'm like, yes, I love that. And so she is going to be able to help her mom out there in the garden. And I think she'll like that when she starts seeing the harvests come in.
Man, now I can see the grandchildren because I know I stayed around my grandfather. He had a garden too. So I should have watched him, but I always remember him going back there and he didn't even have to go in the house. I don't know if he didn't like my grandma or not, but he wouldn't even go in the house. He'd go back to the garden and get him a tomato, cup of salt shaker in his little chair, and regular soda, and had us doing it. I don't like really anything tart, but those tomatoes used to be so juicy and just so good. Now maybe you could help me with this other thing he did. He ate a raw onion every day.
Okay.
What do you know what that's about since you grow onions?
I don't know. It depends on the kind of onions that he was growing. Now,
he was just eating a regular, look like going to hamburger onion. I mean, I guess it was a white.
Was it like a yellowish tint to it?
Oh, see, I knew it was gonna be some extra with this.
I'm just saying because like Valdelia onions or the sweet onions, they're yellowish in tint, and those are sweet to just eat. But I mean, I eat raw onions, especially when it comes to like brisket sandwiches. I definitely want my raw onions with some pickles.
No, I ain't talking about like that. I'm talking about this dude would have a whole onion and just bite into it like an apple.
Yeah, it's probably one of the sweet onions.
Well, it sure did stink, but maybe it was. I don't know. I just wondered, man. I ain't gonna tell y'all the rest of it, but I just know I don't remember no toothbrush being involved in this equation. That's all I'm gonna say. So, all right, now. No, I already asked it. So, man, okay, hold on. I think I'm gonna do this from the dome. I don't even have it in my notes. I haven't done this in a while, but I'm gonna call it rapid fire. When I do this, I'm gonna check and see if we have any questions we're gonna raise up out here. We have been going about an hour and 25 minutes, so we're right at the time frame. I don't want to. I want to keep this for the replay so people will go back and learn about Texas CiCi's Texas Garden. I'm just used to saying CiCi, y'all. So pardon me. Let me think. Prince or Michael Jackson?
Michael.
I ain't gonna even ask why. We ain't gonna even get there for okay. If y'all disagree in the chat, y'all can play too, y'all. Y'all can play too. I might not pull up the comment, but y'all can play. So, all right. Football or basketball?
Basketball.
Oh man, but you played tag football or tackle football? See, I be listening in my interviews.
I did as a
But you like
kid.
tag football. See, now I don't usually ask questions like that. You look like you pretty tall, and I ain't going past that. This ain't no. You like what about 5'9", 5'7"?
No,
Never mind. Never mind. Over that, higher than that?
no.
Never mind. Okay, don't matter. Yeah, you look like that. Yeah, okay, never mind.
I'm 5'5".
Really?
Mhm.
I need to get me one of them cameras that's making everybody look taller. Because everybody when I first started, man, I used to stand up when I was live because I ain't had no commercial. Still don't. I ain't had nothing. I just stand up and I stood up real slow. It was like watching the Green Mile. You know, I stood up real slow. People like, oh man, this dude about 6'5", 6'6". Nah, 5'5" too. So, all right, vanilla or chocolate ice cream,
Vanilla.
chicken or a steak.
Steak.
See, I knew you didn't really like chicken. I knew it. Y'all see how I set her up? See, I'll be paying attention. She said chicken.
No, chicken is versatile. Steak is gonna be steak.
You can put it on a burrito. You could eat it for breakfast. You can put it in an omelet.
It's still gonna be a steak.
Okay, now this gonna determine if we really friends or not. Do you do? I almost know the answer to this. Do you go to the grocery store every day or every 2 days, or do you like to go once every 2 weeks, once every month, once a week? How do you like to do it? Every other day and just get a few items, or do like they used to and get all this whole stuff, basket of stuff?
I rarely go to the grocery store.
Oh, because all your stuff in the yard, right?
Mm-hmm. That is my grocery store.
But what about the jelly and the bread and the chicken and the steak? Where you getting that?
I mean, who go through jelly in a couple weeks? You know, there was no.
Well, that's because I left it. I forgot to put it in the refrigerator. I had to throw it away. You're right, man. All my jelly expired. I asked that question because I go to the grocery store every day. Whatever I'm eating that day, I'm going to get, unless I got enough in there from the previous day.
I have a question in the chat. I see how you like your steak.
Okay. I don't even see it. So
it's just at the bottom.
How do you like your steak? Let's see. I'm gonna see what you say. I already know.
Okay. You already know? Medium rare.
Oh, I didn't know, CiCi. Medium rare.
Yeah.
I would go cause we typically started well done, you know. And then we might trickle down a medium well, but I don't you the first person that look like me that go medium well.
Right. Well, I mean, I used to do the well done until, I was educated on, I'm cooking all the juices out of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, Chad, I saw this here because see, I didn't even pay attention, Chad, but hey, no problem. I'm so used to it now because I know there's a Rob in the garden and a Rod over here trying the garden. So I understand, But hey, thank you for saying it. But so that's what happened to me. I was educated. They say I'm cooking all the flavor out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm gonna tell you, it's a couple things that don't make sense to Rod. Well, it's a bunch of things that don't make sense to me. But how can you eat a steak rare or medium rare, meaning it's a little bit done or not done, but then you go eat something else and it'll take you out that's not cooked or not fully cooked?
Right.
I don't understand. I'm not asking you to explain it. Maybe you know, but
right. It depends on the animal, on what you can do. Certain things like pork, chicken, things like that, you do have to cook that up to a certain temperature to get rid of the bacteria and things in there. As for a steak, you can have it rare, medium rare, raw. I don't do raw, but medium rare for me.
Medium well for me. And I just started that, like, I don't know, it wasn't that long ago.
The funny thing is, when I was in California, the first time I went, to my aunt's house, and we went out to eat. I think we were at I forgot what restaurant it was, and they asked me. I had ordered a burger, and they asked me how did I want it cooked, and I was like, "What? Like I never heard. How do you want a hamburger cooked?" I'm like, "Well done." What do you mean? And so, how would you like your hamburger cooked?
Well done. I ain't playing with that. I mean, I know it's beef. I know it's beef, but matter of fact, I started even in Texas. They look at me like I'm crazy. I be like, hey, can I get Whataburger? I don't care where I go, anywhere. Hey, can I get a double cheese burger, whatever? Well done. And
Oh,
because, but I'll eat a steak medium well. I mean, it's just like riding a motorcycle. I rode, even though the people in Tampa didn't believe me, I rode a Harley Davidson motorcycle.
mhm.
Now I ain't had to wear no helmet. I didn't have no seatbelt. But then I'm in my car and I get pulled over for having a seatbelt.
Right,
It just never don't make sense.
right, right. It doesn't.
It, but I know we're here to learn about gardening. But I want to say what I want to point this out to everybody. Cowboy Hands is one half of MRTV and Cowboy. They are content creators. Dope couple. I had them on the channel for an interview.
Yes.
I just watched it not long ago.
Mhm.
Their live streams typically average about 1.5K views. And he just says subs come and go, but views don't. And I'm telling you, they go live Saturday nights. And lately they've been going live a lot, but food reviews, mukbangs, man. So there you heard it from an expert. Hey, Chad, okay, hydroponic in the hardware, so looking for hydroponic stuff. See, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Now, so back to this rapid fire.
Mhm.
Did we say vanilla or chocolate ice cream?
Always have vanilla.
Okay. All right. I don't know if I got any more rapid fire then.
You shutting it down after I said vanilla?
No, 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 no. I mean, I could make up some questions, man. You have no idea. I be having now with these. Now I do have this on my list though. With these meetups, what do you find fun about the meetup?
Oh, well, finally getting to meet the person in person is so different than, say, me and you seeing each other on the screen all the time. But it's nothing like seeing that person live in front of you, where you get to, see their expressions and see, it's no hiding behind, because some people can be a certain way on the camera. And then when you get with them, you're like, oh, that ain't the same. I haven't ran into that type of thing, but there is, people that are like that, are different than they are in person. So, but I love it. It just gets me all excited about it.
Well, I've been to a couple meet and greets,
Mhm.
and every one of them has been the same. I know the biggest, we had a Dallas meetup. It was supposed to be 5 or 6 people, and it turned into 30 something people. Then we
Mm.
went on the meeting our first cruise, 70 content creators, and I actually went there to speak at a YouTube forum, me and a young lady out of New York.
Mhm.
And it was amazing that everyone got along. No one was arguing. No one cared about who had more subscribers than the other. It wasn't
Right.
about that. It was just about fellowship, having a
Mhm.
good time. And it was amazing. Like you said, to see the people, it was like, people were like, hey man, I thought you was on 10 all the time. You kind of chill. I said, man, really, I'm soaking all this in.
Uh-huh.
I've never taken so many pictures in my life. I was actually doing autographs. I never thought that would happen in my life.
Mhm.
And it wasn't an autograph. I was signing something like a yearbook or some kind of book they had. But
Mhm.
I was like, I can't be like that because the same way y'all are acting towards me, I'm feeling like that about y'all. I'm looking at people I watch on TV or phones or laptops,
Right.
and you're right, that feeling. Now, have you ever had somebody that wasn't on YouTube run up to you and say, hey, CiCi, and just hug you?
Yes.
How did
Well,
that feel?
not run up and hug me, but I have had a couple encounters where they're like, "Hey, Cece," and I turn around and be like, "I know you don't know me," or but I watch your content all the time, or something like that, and it's just, and one lady, the last one that I had met up with, she was at the same event I was, and she's like, I thought that was you. She's like, my husband watches you all the time. And that's how I started learning about your gardening channel, because he would watch you all the time. And I would hear, CiCi's Text Garden, I'm watching it. And I'm like, really? I said, well, do he ever comment? She's like, no. But, it's people that know you out there. And, some people freak out about that. I'm just like excited. Wow. That's so, because you never know. You never know where your video is going and who is seeing it.
Well, CiCi, it only happened to me one time, and it was traumatic. I was going to Jersey Mike's. It was a Wednesday. I was getting ready to do a live stream. And I went to Jersey Mike's on Wednesday because back then I did 3-4 hour lives. Uh-huh. And I got out of my car, and unexpectedly, this young lady came up and screamed, "Oh my God, it's you, it's you." And I didn't think she was talking to me. I'm looking around to see who out there, right? And before I knew it, that's back when I used to have the little spongy hair, the longer hair. Uh-huh. She grabbed my hair and pulled it like, "Oh, it's really your hair." I'm like, "Man, who are you? What are you doing?" What? And and then she told me, I was like, "Well, hey, first of all, I'm not really that. I'm kind of chill, you letting the whole world, they wonder what's going on. They probably think I'm killing you out here." So, and you attacking me.
Wow.
It was, once I got through all that and got over the shell shock, it was actually like, wow, man, people. And I always tell the team, the alliance, the people that I rock with on YouTube, that we never know who's watching us. I've had NFL players, some other people, all kind of people just be watching it. And I was like, boy, I hope I ain't said nothing crazy. And I don't watch my live. Do you watch your lives or your videos?
Well, I watch it 2 or 3 times before I even post it. So usually
that's how I am with my videos. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually the time I post it, I'm like, no. Now, I don't usually go back and watch them.
I don't watch my live streams. I don't watch them. I've watched one this year, and that was a Big Murph, and I watched another one. Videos, it's so amazing to me. When I first started, I would just throw the video out there. Now that I know what I'm doing, I got to watch it 5 times to make sure everything's right. And then I'll put it out there. And I'm like, right, man, it doesn't make sense. So is there a favorite place where you get your seeds that you may be able to tell a new gardener right now? I mean, do you have and I know, we're worried about sponsorships and stuff, but if you don't want to say it, you don't have to.
I'm not loyal brand to anyone. I mean, pretty much I get a lot of the seeds from the garden community. We share seeds with each other. And if we see somebody growing something in their garden and be like, hey, you have a couple of seeds of that. There are so many garden companies, seed companies out there for you can order seeds from. But I'm not loyal brand to any of them. So
okay. I'm gonna read this. Say it again, CiCi. Grow something. Know where your food comes from. That is a very important comment, because I really believe that a lot of stuff that I'm seeing, like these dudes that are 32 with gray hair, gray beards, I really think it's in the food.
Yeah.
I really believe it's in the food. Or these kids that are like 7'5" and 12 years old. Mm-hmm. Forget that part. I go get a 2-piece from one of these chicken places, and it look like a whole chicken. It's just a thigh. Yeah.
Like, is this a breast or a thigh? What is it?
Hold it with the whole rotisserie thing, just to eat a thigh, right? So they doing something. I don't know.
Right.
Man,
right.
Y'all, oh man, y'all gonna have me. I ain't gonna get no sleep tonight, man. I'm gonna hear thinking about hydroponics and I mean, and I'm not joking, man. Y'all, when I saw this was a niche, I said, man, there's got to be something to this. It ain't this many people gonna be wrong,
right?
And I only know a small group of the garden, the homestead / gardening / building / farming community. I only know a small group.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay attention, man. But hey, can somebody help me out in case it take me a long time to learn how to grow? I see Chanel say grow some food, Rod. It's amazing. All I can tell y'all is I'm gonna need a whole lot of help, man. I'm gonna probably take out a few things, man. I'm gonna probably have some bad crops. Is that what they say? I ain't gonna be harvesting nothing. I'm just gonna now harvesting is just when you go pick it up, right? I mean, like
yeah,
what they call it when you throw it away.
compost.
Like it don't make it to the house, it make it to the trash.
Compost. It don't make it to the trash.
Oh, I learned that from just asking you can throw anything or to anything and then it turn to dirt.
Yeah. Breaks down.
But I wouldn't recommend like I forgot the proper
like meat products and things like that. No. But you can bury it and it breaks down. The microorganisms will break that down as well. You can bury it in the soil. I wouldn't say put it in like your compost tumbler or something like that, only because you could have animals coming up in there and trying to get to it and stuff like that. And you want to bury something like fish or chicken bones or, carcasses to bury those.
Hey, Keisha H. I remember when I've been knowing Keisha for a while. And I remember when she was talking about gardening and I wasn't into it then. So Keisha, I gotta come check you. I've been watching some of your stuff, by the way. But I'm about to really be up in there now, leaving comments like I know what I'm talking about. Man, I'm going to get me a hydroponic. But I ain't gonna tell no slide, though, Keisha. Let me see.
Now they finna get on you because you said that. They'll be like, Ron, have you got your hydroponic yet?
I know, man.
And they'll be throwing seeds at you. But like, let me ship you some seeds. Let me send you some seeds.
Hey, y'all, please give me a little time, man. I'm trying to get monetized. Don't send me no seeds, no hydroponics or nothing right now because I don't want to mess this up. I just revived my snake plant. I'm gonna have to show y'all too. I just revived Luther. I found out I was supposed to water this plant once a month, or like once. I was watered it every week. Yeah, it's here looked like a puppy that it was just bad, man. It was bad. Right, I literally start growing food from kitchen scraps. A bruised tomato, the end of some man, but I don't have all that in my house, Keith, because I rarely cook. I don't like tomatoes, so that ain't happening. Onions, yeah, I like that. Sprouting potatoes.
So what do you eat?
Well, I made my mom a promise when I was a young man, CiCi. I promised that when I got old enough and grown, I was going to eat all the stuff she told me I couldn't eat.
Oh.
So I eat like a kid. I mean, I like steak, potatoes, meat. And believe it or not, I can cook. I can't bake, but I can cook.
Now, how is that working out for you, eating all that stuff that you ain't supposed to eat?
No, I mean, I get like turkey and stuff. I know it's processed and got a lot of sodium. I know that.
Are you on any medication for any of this eating you're doing?
Well, I was. Now, how is this getting flipped around? How am I? Whoa. No, I'm messing around with you. I was on some cholesterol pills, but I got off that. Then I was on high blood pressure pill, and they tried to keep me on it, but I said, hold up, man, why am I going to take this and my blood pressure number? That don't make sense, so I didn't do that no more. And they agreed with me. And then I take, what you call that stuff? Eloquence, the blood thinner stuff. That's it.
Okay.
But I'm not out here running around now trying to get double cheeseburgers and see if I can go to the buffet and eat everything at the buffet. I am trying to be a little better. I had a good start yesterday. I looked in the fruit section. I looked at the fruit, but I didn't get it because I didn't want to waste it. I'm just telling you the truth. I did. But like I was in the hospital in 2024, and they gave me fruit every day instead of like the chocolate brownies and cakes. And I kind of got used to it, and so I was eating watermelon, and I was so hungry. I was eating stuff I didn't like. I didn't like cantaloupe. I was eating that. Honeydew melons. I was eating that. I didn't even know what it was.
Okay.
And it was actually, I must say, I did feel healthier. And I'm not saying that because this is a garden.
You're not feeling sluggish. You're able to have more energy when you eat things that doesn't have all that processness to it.
Oh, well, Chanel, you probably won't say that after this story I just told. I barely got that snake plant. Oh, I thought just that would say good luck with getting a little one. See, I was about to quit already. But all right, so this gonna be it. I'm not going to open up my iPad. I'm actually three more questions.
Okay.
The last one's gonna be very simple though. But the first question: what would you tell a young lady right now that's just say graduating high school, getting ready to start with life? What advice would you give to her? And I know you're a mother, and from what I saw in the video, your children look there. You just said they're grown, so the kids today are different. They're different. So, what would you tell a young person just graduating high school?
Well, I say they grown, but they in the young 20s. So,
Great point. Great.
I would say believe in yourself and don't let anyone tell you can't do it. Believe in yourself and don't let anyone tell you that you can't.
Wow, and those two go hand in hand. And I actually did a live stream on this channel. It's been a couple years ago because people thought I was cocky. I said, there was a difference between cocky and confident.
Right. There is.
And believing in yourself comes with the confidence. Now, when you think you're better than everyone else,
Right.
that's when the cockiness starts to take over. And I don't run around thinking I'm better than nobody because I've been on Mount Everest when it comes to finances, and I've been in the Grand Canyon when it comes to finances. I mean, I've had more money than I can dream about, and I've been dead broke. Right. Last time I was dead broke was 2010. And I explained to people, just listen to what you would say to that young person. I lost my mom at 22 years old. I had moved to California all around the same time. I had to be confident. And people would say, well, what about your father? Well, he was somewhere in the pharmaceutical business. He was just on the wrong side of the business. He didn't work at the pharmacy, he worked on the streets. And then he started using what he sold. Right. So the confidence level had to shoot up a little more. And like you just said, to tell a young person, because if you don't believe in you, no one else will. If people, I'm a firm believer, if you're confident, a lot of people can become fearful of you. You might not even know that much. But you're just confident, you're believing in yourself. So I agree with that. Now, same kind of question, but just putting a little twist to it. What would you tell a new gardener? Person like, not Rod, because I'm a special case. Not me, but somebody that has a chance. What would you tell them?
Okay, so what would I tell a new gardener? Don't be so hard on yourself. Even the best gardener loses crop, loses things. Drop another seed. Just drop another seed.
Man, I like that. That sounds like YouTube. Like, don't quit. Just drop another video, but drop another seed. Because I'm gonna help CCI because you're gonna take some things out. You can't give up. You gotta believe in yourself. I'm gonna put all this in. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta toss another seed. Now, whether it's in ground, on top of the ground, and you're using hydroponic, we don't really care.
Right.
You just gotta grow something. See how good I just get right on in there. Don't know what I'm doing, what I'm talking about.
You sound good. Go ahead.
Well, my last question, and make sure, and then once I said, make sure we don't have any more questions from the viewers. Has this been an experience? This interview?
Has it been an experience? Yes, definitely.
I'm just waiting on somebody to say no, it hurt my feelings, and then I just have to put my avatar and cry for about 2 minutes.
I believe regardless of you can learn from any situation, and they're all experiences.
And hopefully the people that came tonight, I want to thank each and every one of the subscribers. The one channel member that I have, because I forgot I started a membership for this channel. Don't make that mistake, please. the viewers, the people that are thinking about subscribing but haven't crossed that fence yet. And speaking of that, if you haven't subscribed and you saw something you like, I have a lot of interviews coming up. Matter of fact, I was supposed to have another one tomorrow that I'm going to have to push back. And then I have some very motivational people coming up on this channel that I've known for a few years that are content creators. Some are not. Also, I have multiple channels. Investing with Rod, where I'm teaching people how to just invest with a small amount of money. And Points Blank Travel, where I show you how to travel with little or no money out of your pocket. At the end of the day, I'm just an everyday dude. And before I go any further, I'm going to jump back to CiCi. CiCi, is there anything you'd like to say to the fans that's stuck here tonight to hang out with CiCi? Because it's not about Rod. I'm just a facilitator. The guest is what make the interview. So
I appreciate y'all coming in and the ones that watch the replay of that. I know there's other lives and things going on, so I appreciate the ones that were able to come in tonight and the ones that watch the program of this. So, but thank y'all for all supporting this channel and supporting me. It means a lot as content creators to see the chat move and seeing y'all interacting. That's what gives us the motivation to continue to these videos and continue our channel.
And I couldn't agree more. Now, I'm going to read a couple of these comments, just asking for a friend with duct tape. That sounds like something she would do. Y'all be clowning each other on the slide too, man.
Oh, yes.
Y'all hug each other. Y'all for real like family, man. Let me see. I'm going to go through there real quick. And then Chanel said, hey, she would too. I would definitely use the duct tape. See, you got, man, raw onions are good for you, okay? I'm just, right now, y'all, I'm looking for anybody that had questions here. Keisha said she can only eat raw onions in a salad. And, okay, so yeah, so let me go pull up some of these real quick, and then we're going to get out of here. Keisha said Prince or Michael Jackson. She would choose Prince. Four Seasons said Michael, and Desmond said both. Nichols said Michael, football. Then we had Nichols said basketball, and then Jess Haskins said football. That's what I'm talking about. Prince. I used to like both, but basketball just got crazy. Now they scored 200 points in the game. Basketball, all right. Football. Time well spent. Let me read this here. Time well spent. This was a great interview. I really enjoyed it. Looking forward to seeing more Point Blank experience. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. That really means a lot. And you'll hear that in my closing remarks as I close us out of here. OCD in the house. Hello, host, CC and Chad. How you doing? Thank you for being here. The Nichols said vanilla over chocolate. Vanilla and ice cream for just asking. Chocolate. PIA says chocolate. That is passionately intrigued. Arts. I want to make sure I say the name. So in case, and I forgot, if you are a content creator, for anybody that's watching the replay, please feel free to put hashtag content creator in the comments. So people that watch the replay maybe want to go over and check you out, especially since they see, if I'm thinking about doing a garden, there is a chance for everybody. So everybody got an opportunity. If I even think about doing it. So chicken, those are the, hey, there we go. Who said steak? Who is that? Desmond. I knew me and Desmond was cool, man. I'm telling you, man, that's one thing you ain't never got to worry about me asking. Now I'll eat it, but I ain't gonna never ask. That once a week, okay. Chanel says she goes shop once a week. Oh yeah, y'all gardeners. I asked the wrong people to. Yeah, because I go every day, man. They just know when I come, man. Wow. It's all got so good. I go up there and tell them the price of something is $1. It'd be $50. They'd be like, okay, we believe you, Rod. Come on. I won't do that, though. You know, I'm a law-abiding citizen over here. Well done. Thank you. That means a lot. Just asking for a friend. Thank you. Oh, my God. Says dead. Dead what? What y'all talking about over there, Nickel? She going through so much jelly because she be making them cat. Whoa, the what? What is a cat? See, I'm trying to get you out of here, CC, but what is a cat head biscuit?
I don't know. I guess he's talking about his wife making that.
Hey, you got to tell me what a cat head. I done learned so much. I may as well, y'all. I'm a boy tomorrow. My conversation tomorrow gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be over here talking about cat head biscuits and loofah. They're gonna ask me what I did. Rod sound like my husband. Going to the I'm gonna find a reason to go.
Mhm.
I go every day, man, and my day ain't complete if I don't go. Matter of fact, I go get some coffee. Now I still got over half a cup, and I just had to go get this today. Now y'all telling me that it's snowing more than one day. I don't know where I got my intelligence from, but obviously it's wrong.
Mhm.
Butterfly, yeah. Oh, I don't even want to talk about it last time I saw that. I'm not eating. Oh man, I'm way behind y'all. Hold up.
Mhm.
Hey, Sassy, how you doing? How you doing? I'm so far behind. Lord have mercy. So, Cece, let me ask you another question while I'm going through this list. So, let's see. What can I? Let me look on my. Let me look at my iPad here, man. I'm sure I got something that I can ask you. Now, now that's too serious. I wasn't like something that's too serious. Uh, hey, yeah, that was a good one. You have a nickname. I mean, like a nickname your friends call you. I mean, like one of them kind of nicknames. Well, CC, I guess that's it. I can't never call you by your real name. That's take too long.
Cynthia?
It's too many syllables.
Oh.
CC, that's two. I mean, that's why I changed my name to Rod. It's really Roderick. I mean, that's three syllables, just like
Would
Cynthia.
you want to know why I wound up being CC?
Please do tell. That's you trying to go to your therapist. Yes. I
So, um,
name.
so the reason why, my first grandbaby was coming along. Of course, you got to figure out what name because, us young grandparents do not want to be called grandma, you know, grandparents. So, of course, we come up with, Gigi, Mimi, this, and that. And I was like, okay, I want something with, my name being Cynthia. I wanted, something with C. So I wanted to go with Cookie. I thought that would be cute. C is for Cookie, and my daughter was like, no, that sounds not a nice name to be called. I'm like, really?
But
I
see,
like
that cause y'all be thinking the wrong. So what wrong with being called Cookie?
right. And she was like, no, you're not my child not calling you no Cookie. I'm like, okay. So my grandbaby is half Honduran because my son-in-law is Honduran.
Mm,
And so he's from Honduras. And so, of course, Mila, my grandbaby, learned, she's going to be bilingual. She knows Spanish and she knows English. And so I was like, well, C means yes. So I was like, CC, instead of SISI, CICI. So I was like, I'm going to be the grandma that says yes, yes to everything Mila wants. So that's where I come up with CC, you know?
wow.
So, yes, that means yes, yes.
Please, yeah, in Spanish, yeah, CC, yeah. I know a little Espanol.
Uh-huh.
C, wow. So, man, I
Hmm.
know my grandsons. He said, "So what should I call you?" I said, "Anything but Grandpa."
Right.
And you ain't calling me Rod either. So you got it. No real names like John, Bob, none of that.
Right.
So we came up with Pops. I thought that was cool, but I
Right.
think I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go with Grandpa because I feel like I'm robbing. I want to get the tradition.
Mm.
I found it. Yeah, I ain't gonna be all. No, I want to
I
be.
mean, I became a grandma in my 40s. Like, I don't want to
Yeah,
be
me
called
too.
grandma.
Well, no, not back then. But no, they ain't had no grandkid. Well, no, when did I mean? No, I was in my 50s. I was a for real grandpa. Like a for real. You could put it on the gun and edit yourself. All right, y'all. Let me see. Chanel, believe it or not, I'm a private person too, and loner at that. What this here? This is a weather update. For all the people that worried about the weather, obviously Rod wasn't, because I ain't even up on the real deal. It's getting bad out here. I thought they were talking about the weather. I'm trying to hunt and grow my food. Yeah. Oh man, I'm all getting my seat together. I'm thinking it's
he,
snowing outside or something.
he's in the Maryland area now. It is getting bad over there.
Yeah, I ain't trying to
Maryland,
go.
that's
I'm
where
like,
Nikki and all them are at. Mm-mm.
all right, let me see. Well,
Just
y'all,
ask.
I'm gonna go through a couple more of these, man. If I didn't get to it, I apologize. But I thank y'all for coming. I'm just not really an internet type of girl. The garden community is amazing, but there's also some strange people and trolls, and I don't think I could deal with that on a regular basis. Yeah, so then I mistaken the young lady earlier for a troll, and they out here. It is bad. I've had people come up on my lives and do some wild stuff, but it was my fault because I just let them come up with an avatar. And next thing I know, boy, oh boy, it was pretty crazy. So, but I wouldn't just Chanel. I want to piggyback. I want to go a little deeper into that. It's gonna be some strange people, regardless of what you do.
Mm-hmm.
If you really have a passion, I wouldn't let people
Right.
deter me from doing that passion. That's just me. Had I listened to people, I wouldn't be where I am today. I had two uncles that told me I would never make it in the military. I mean, they just cracked up, just fell out laughing when I told them I was going to the Navy.
Mm.
God rest their souls now, but one got out as an E3 and the other one got out as an E4. I retired as an E8. For a person that was told that they can never, ever, ever make it in the military, and I was only one rank from as high as you can go. So never let anyone deter you. Strange, not strange. So,
Right.
all right, y'all. All right, y'all. Let me see here. So I'm gonna say this here in case anybody get ready to leave. Tonight we have witnessed greatness, and anybody that I bring on to this channel, I don't care what they do, what niche they're in, whether they're a content creator or not. Everyone's great in their own right. But tonight we had a special young lady here, Cynthia from CiCi's Texas Garden. Really in Texas. It's just not saying Texas, but I've learned so much tonight. It is blowing my mind. And there has not been an interview yet that I have done where I didn't learn something. With that being said, have an open mind, be open to learning. Don't just get caught up in a bubble. If you're a finance person or you're a computer person or you're don't know what you are person, expand yourself. I pride myself on learning something new every single day. Today I learned how to get my live replays back on my live chat back on the live streams for the replay. The last interview I did, which was off the chain and great, the live chat wasn't there. So I try to learn something new every day.
Right.
Please, 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 if you haven't done so already, go and subscribe to CiCi's Texas Garden. She wouldn't be on my channel if she wasn't phenomenal. She would. And funny, I've had a blast. And matter of fact, I'm already 30 minutes over the time that I expected to be. So that let you know I was having a good time. Also, subscribe to Point Blank Experience. It's more than a YouTube channel. It is an experience. It's real talk from a point blank perspective. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't know how to sugarcoat stuff. I'm going to hit you right between the eyes. That's how I came up with the name Point Blank. Because I'm gonna hit you right point blank between the eyes, but I put an S on it because I was talking about points and miles with credit cards. So with that being said, man, I have several things other than interviews. We have motivational boulders. I don't drop gems, I don't drop nuggets, I drop boulders. I'm gonna hit you right upside the head with how I really feel. And typically it's gonna be something that can help you in life, whether now or later on. Also, we do have motivational boulders. We have Real Talk with Rod, another live series. It's kind of like my live and direct with Tanya from Event Yours, but on Real Talk with Rod, it's just me. And it's usually they're spread out because it's got to be something that hit me and something I'm very passionate about. Like I went to a restaurant and this person didn't do anything. They thought they should get a tip. I didn't leave one. They had a fit. Next day I know I did a live stream. I didn't talk about the person or the establishment, but I did a live stream. Are tips now expected? So check out the channel. It's a lot to offer. Let's see. I'll be subscribing. Thank you. Now, hopefully that's for that's Legendary. You know Legendary?
He's already subscribed to me, so he's
Okay.
saying,
Hey, thank you. Then that means you say, hey, but two us up here. If you already subscribed to her, I must be the one you're talking about. Appreciate it. Hey, all y'all go ahead. Just get. I have enjoyed this live CC. Now I want to give you your love and appreciation. I know a lot of people say give you flowers, but I'm gonna give you your love and appreciation, which equate to flowers. I have enjoyed this live CC. A lot has been learned. Also very entertaining, Rod. Thank you. That really means a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Where we at here? Great interview. Much love. Thank y'all. This means a lot. And there is CiCi's channel. So you can't say you didn't have no excuse. It took you 2 minutes steps to get to her channel. All you got to do is press one little link right there. It's in the on the screen. You can't press the screen now. Don't let me fool you. Go to the comments. They're in there somewhere. Now you're going to see what I've been going through when you go over there try to find it. But All right. I just call her Spicy. They call you Spicy, CC? Okay. They talking about you or somebody else?
Oh, that's Shine. Shine called me Spicy.
Okay. I'm GT with my grand. Yeah, I hear that a lot. GG. Well, P, I can't be PP. That ain't gonna go anywhere. I just left Honduras. Wow. Yeah, man. Man, how was Honduras? You ever been over there?
No, I hadn't.
You know, I joined the Navy to go to the Bahamas and London. I haven't been in London yet. I went to the Bahamas and was not happy. I didn't like it. So, y'all, that's about it, man. Good night. Good night. It's so many things here. I'm just making sure we don't miss anything. And a bunch of black hearts and red hearts. And I really appreciate y'all, man. CC,
Yeah.
one thing I could say, you are definitely loved, not only by your community. I guarantee it's going to be some people that watch the replay of this and going to become gardeners. If their name is Rod, I'll take credit for that. And red hearts in the chat for CC. Yes, man. Thank you. Thank you. You know, with that being said, y'all, we're going to raise up out of here. CC, you got anything you want to say to the people before you leave?
No. Thank y'all for coming tonight.
All right. Well, I tell you what, man. Hey, thank you. Speaking of, hey, y'all, this is multi-media award winning Keeping Up with the Griffins and 33, 34, 35,000 subscribers. So it's some heavy hitters in here, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you're just starting on YouTube and you have 25 subscribers, believe it or not, there was a young lady when I first started, she chewed me out when she interviewed me because I said I was a small channel. She chewed me out live. And she said, we don't have nothing small. So 25 subscribers, you're a heavy hitter. Believe that. Trust and believe that. With that being said, CC, you need to hang out backstage? You good? We get ready to get out of here? Because I'm going to put the little pitch up. I'm going to play my outro music and we getting out of here.
All right.
All right, y'all. Much love to everyone. Keep those hearts coming. I'll still be here for a few minutes. Keep those hearts coming. And again, y'all, it was an honor and a pleasure to have, I ain't going to call her Cynthia, CiCi. It was an honor and a pleasure, sister. Keep doing what you're doing. You are really motivating people, and I'm one of them. I am thinking about getting a hydroponic.
All right.
Sound kind of cool. That's the only reason I'm thinking about it now.
Y'all have a good night. Thank you.
Good night, y'all. Much love, y'all. Much love, much love. We're going to raise up out of here. We will be seeing y'all soon. And much love, y'all.
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say,
Much love, y'all. Shoot for the ball. We don't make it
and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup.